The MLB Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. A brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5. Get $50 bonus funds. Use promo code MLB SGPN. And welcome, everybody, to the MLB Gambling Podcast here on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. It's currently Monday morning, September 8th, around 10 a.m. Eastern. Here to break down some player props that we have for the Monday card. Sky Show, once again joined by Adam Rosenberg. Adam, how's it going with you? We kind of crushed the NFL card yesterday. How's it going? What's up?
It's good. Rachel, well, I don't know what ethnicity that is, but it would appear as if you'd let a Jewish man who you host shows with use Dean Kramer and genocide is as comedic value. Like I really hope that. Oh wait, oh no, you're Jewish too. Oh my God, the surprise and the twist on that guy clearly not getting this joke.
I had a Torah reading and a half Torah reading.
There you go. Yeah, well, Rachel hides it, and also, by the way, you're more linked to Israel than I am. My family's South African. South African.
I got family that live in Israel. Okay, fair enough.
Okay, that's fair. Anyway, the point is, for those of you listening, we get that your screen name is the drug that the Juggaloos used in the 90s. It's actually a great nod, to be totally honest. But the Dean Kramer thing is funny because it is a human from a country in turmoil who has admitted publicly that he gets distracted when things go on there. It has absolutely zero to do with how many bodies show up, okay? If you do not get the bit, don't back the play. Anyway, all right, cool. I'm good. We had a great day yesterday. We cooked. And I got pimped to Wager Talk. What's up? I do one show for them I don't get paid for that I just do just for fun.
What show is that?
I just do my Circa entry show with Newbert because he's my boy. So cool. He's like, you guys, it's just fun.
I'm doing a Wager Talk show later today.
There you go. Well, they own you. So there you go.
I would say yes and no because I do freelance, but technically they took over one of the companies that I was working for, but there is no contract in place, but I guess they partially own me, but there's no contract. So I don't know. I don't know how that works, but it's fine.
It's all good. I see Joe in the Joe Dollar in the chat, who every single time I text him, I'm about to text Joe Dolera and I get the text mixed up. All right, I'm ready to go.
That's when you start changing the names in your phone so that
that's why I have you as Scotty. I have you as Scotty Rachel.
Oh, that works.
Because I have like too many Scotts.
Yeah. You got to just make it slightly different so that way you can differentiate more easily. That's kind of how it goes. But either way, though, point is time to get into the baseball props. Once again, we are going to be doing another prop show for the NFL card for week 2. Have we officially decided, by the way, on which day we're going to do it? Because I know that last week was a bit later in the week. Did we decide when we want to do the week 2 NFL stuff?
It'll still be Thursdays, I assume.
Okay,
all the lines are out, you know.
Yeah, the point is though, time wise, it'll be earlier on Thursday.
Yeah, I'm open to doing it. Everyone gets to hear us fight. We can do it Thursday, or we can do Friday afternoon.
Yeah, either way. Point is that
flip it out.
In addition to the 3 baseball prop shows we do, we're also doing one NFL one. So we're gonna be doing that during the course of the week. But either way, check out the Propcast YouTube channel if you want to check out the NFL prop show. Anyway, before we get into any of our props for the card, a reminder that we also have a quarter off everything in the merch store with the promo code football. So make sure to check out the MLB Gambling Podcast merch by going to the merch store. Once again, on the SGPN website, quarter off everything with the promo code football. So starting off with our actual props for the Monday card. Adam, I'm going to let you go first as always. What is your first MLB player prop?
Freddie Freeman, over 1.5 total bases, jumping right in. If I can't make jokes about Zionists, then I probably shouldn't make jokes about guys with really sick kids. So I won't. But that being said, Chase Dollander is going for the Rockies, and his numbers, his last 30 pitching against lefties he's got a 14 ERA. He's got just everything's blue. Everything blue is bad. He's got a home run per 9 of 3.6. Looking at Freddie over his last 5 games, 263 average, a 278 expected batting average, slugging 526. He's just mashing, dude. 3 barrels, 10 hard hits. He had a couple big games this week. He had a home run against the Orioles on that was not the game. Oh wow, I didn't realize that they lost 2 of 3 to this team and they're still in first place. Anyway, point is that he's been hitting the ball really well. And against Dollander, he's already got a home run and an extra base hit. So I'm gonna go with Freddie Freeman over 1.5 total bases. Might as well sprinkle on the home run here. Let me see what the double price is. Double price is plus 440. Don't hate that. And the 2 hits. Just do the total bases, and then let me see what his pull rate is. His pull rate's fantastic right now. Yeah, do the home run. Right. 4-1.
Yep, there we go. I don't really need an excuse to fade Dollander, so that's fine. I can get behind that as well.
It's also just like even when you don't have to deal with Dollander, you get the Rockies bullpen.
That is always a fun time too. So anyway, moving on to my first prop for the show. I'm going to go to the Braves game against the Cubs, and I see Imanaga is going to be pitching in this one. I'm going to fade an Atlanta catcher. I'm going to fade Sean Murphy. Murphy's been quite bad lately. Under half a hit is plus 110. He's had 0 hits in 16 of his last 20 games. Imanaga, though, is pitching for Chicago. He has been amazing at limiting hits. He's allowed less than 6 hits in 13 of his last 14 starts. And Murphy has a bad batting average anyway, and he's been bad against lefties. 116 plate appearances against lefties, a 198 batting average. Point is, though, Murphy, simply put, has not been swinging the bat well at all lately, and it's plus 110. I like Imanaga. I know you like Imanaga. I think he'll pitch pretty well. But give me Murphy to now record a hit of plus 110. Thoughts?
Go for it, dude. I like Imanaga today. We need, and if I never know which of my futures you took with me, but we need. Imanaga's got 3 more starts. We need 2 wins in 3 of those for us to cash. What I thought at one point was a dead bet. I thought that
because we thought he might be dead, and then he came back.
He's been phenomenal since he came. I mean, he gives up he's got this like Aaron Nola thing where he gives up 3 runs and does whatever. I would say he's better than Nola. I shouldn't really say that, but he's been fantastic.
Yeah, he has been.
So okay. Anyway, my point is that new bit Rosenberg makes an off-color comment on each player used in the prop. I don't want to. I'm not. That is very, very different than what I was saying about Dean Kramer, and Freddie Freeman. So, I like this because I got a Shota prop too. So I like Shota to have a good game. So
yeah, well, once again, I'm going with the Murphy fade there. Chance maybe gets pinch hit for later in the game, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, since you brought it up, I'll let you segue into your Shota prop. What do you like as your second play?
Let's do Shota over 17.5 outs. He's actually been. If this ends up being a very homer play and not working out for us, then sorry. But like as I look at this, like he's been lights out on this. He's just been completely consistent. He's over this in 8 of his last 10. But more importantly, he's only off 78 pitches in the last start against Atlanta last week. So to me, it's one of those really good spots where, I'll keep backing this trend of him going over 6 because he's on a low pitch count from last week. So I'll take it. Yes, I just saw Atlanta. This team is slowly dying. I believe they dropped Acuna down to 7th in the order, which is like, I don't know what's going on.
Well, he's been a mess too. I mean, I think his no hits was also like plus 170, and he's been awful for the last couple of weeks. But
he's been terrible. Let me pull my Shota stuff up on Handigraphs. By the way, we're going to have some updates on hockey very soon on Handigraphs. Volpe getting the 2 Ks is great, by the way, just because he's just so bad. Okay, so as I'm looking at Atlanta and their lineup against lefties, I basically am seeing Profar, Olsen, and then the bottom drops out of this. Oh my God, this lineup's terrible.
Yeah.
I forgot that Ha-Seong Kim's on this team too.
Yes, he is.
Why?
He had a home run in his first game with them, but that's basically it.
That's all he does. Michael Harris has a 35% K rating against lefties. We may want to do a
first PA.
First PAK.
Remember when Harris was randomly like a god for a week and a half and then immediately went back to being terrible?
They're just terrible.
He had that one series against the White Sox where he had
it wasn't one series. He was hot for like
No, that one White Sox series, like the ending. Like I'm saying, once that series happened, he just immediately fell off a cliff as soon as that series ended. But yeah, either way, you can go back to the Shota thing.
Yeah, I like it. Also, just for the last 5 left-handed pitchers have gone over their outs against Atlanta. Let me just see. Shota's also like he's on a lower IP for the season. Dude, his WHIP is 93. I have him for WHIP leader, and he's not going to qualify. But he's only got 123 pitches, 23 innings pitched this season. I think he's still going to go. I mean, they got to do it because their bullpen's been terrible too. I see Jason in the chat talking about Nolan McLean and the 16.5 outs. I like the Mets today. I took the Mets money line. I think that it's especially with the Trey Turner out of that Phillies lineup is going to impact when a leadoff guy is out of a lineup. It generally will impact everybody behind him because it completely changes pitch protection. So. There you go.
I like the strikeouts at 5.5. I didn't take it, but I like McLean today. So
yeah, it's just the line. The thing is that some of the targets in the lineup may not be like as much as we love Trey Turner and he's batting 300 and all these other things. Like you have to remember that he was probably at least one of those strikeouts. And so some of these guys that they put in don't necessarily swing as much because they're just not as used to. But I got to see what that one's going to be. I got to see what the lineup is, and then I can kind of make it a gut call. But I like the Mets money line. Mets money line was 112.
Yeah. You brought up the game, so I'm just going to ask you. It's kind of going to segue, a bit of a detour. Has your stance on Nola changed over the last couple of weeks?
It's funny because his deep stuff is still better. It's still Nola. The thing is, Nola's a guy who's going to get hard hit. He's just this. He's a big game pitcher. Is kind of the thing. I will say that you and I are gonna do. So everyone knows we're gonna do. What is this? The Adam Mush on the Phillies? Is that Joe trying to be funny? Okay. Anyway, the thing we're gonna do an MLB Futures show on the playoffs, which last year fucking cooked. Mookie RBI leader, bunch of stuff. We're gonna want Luzardo stuff. Luzardo changed his. I think Luzardo may actually. Nola's still that big game guy that they're gonna want in certain situations because he's also that righty. But Luzardo is kind of taking a role from him. It's just that he's. My opinion on Nola is that I think Nola is very, very good. I think Nola is still working himself into game form because he hasn't pitched much this season.
Yeah, see, I think that however you want to phrase it, the point is he's been so consistently vulnerable the entire season. I get that he has been a big game pitcher in the past. It's just a really dicey situation to throw him out there.
It's not a guy that I'm looking at. This isn't a back Nola situation. When I want Nola, I want Nola as a stopper when the Phillies have 3 straight losses.
Yeah,
I want Nola. That's when I'm this is when I want to back Nola K's.
I was just going to ask because a couple weeks ago we talked about it and you were mentioning that you thought Nola might figure it out and he was going to have a chance. And he still maybe can in the playoffs, but since we talked about it, he's either looked the same or looked worse, and that's why I wanted to bring it up.
I don't think he looks worse. I just think he looks the same. I think that what people don't realize about Nola is that Nola is probably a 5 or 6 inning, 3 earned run kind of guy with probably 6 or 7 Ks. The thing is he's always gotten run protection, run stuff, so it masks a lot. I just don't think he's bad, I guess is the thing. I just think that it's tough because he is not good when it's hitting weather, really not good for hitting weather. Because
and of course when it gets playoff time, it will not be hitting weather. So maybe that'll balance itself out. So we'll see what happens. But I wanted to bring it up because I know we talked about Nola a couple weeks ago, and it feels like nothing has really changed. Anyway, before we get into my second player prop for the show, a reminder they're brought to you by our sponsor, which is MyBookie.ag. Whose bookie?
MyBookie.
So use them to bet on football. They have college football and NFL. Use their prop builder as well. They have a motto: bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. Easy deposit, gliding fast payouts with crypto, and a reminder: use the promo code SGPN for 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers. MyBookie.ag promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Check out their models for college football, for the NFL. They also have MLB, they have WNBA, they have golf, and the NFL. They also have a new leaderboard with weekly cash prizes for tracking your bets in the app. Track 5 bets of the same type from any model, and you can win $1K. So check that out. Plus, a reminder, we have a nice weekly free trial, or nice week free trial with Rhythm. If you use the promo link that we have with them, go to sportsgamblers.com/Rhythm to get your 7-day free trial. Sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Rhythm to get your 7-day free trial. Welcome back, everyone, to the MLB Gambling Podcast. Finished going with the first call props for the show. Time to move on into my second prop for the show. So I'm going to look at the matchup between the Reds and the Padres, and I am going to go with the guy who was really bad early in the year. He's turned it around. Good for him. Give me Matt McClain. I'm going to go with this over half a hit at -125. He's been incredible. He's had at least one hit in 19 of his last 26 games, at least one hit in 13 of his last 17 road games. And Darvish is going for San Diego, who has not been good lately. Last 2 starts, 8 innings, 10 hits allowed, 8 runs. But McClain has been really good. He was a mess before the All-Star break. And you know what? He has found a certain groove in that second half. It feels like most of the Reds' offense has kind of been sleeping, mostly Ellie. But you're looking at McClain, who's been very good. And the fact that you can get one hit at -125 with a vulnerable Darvish and with him having a hit in 19 of his last 26, I like the price. Give me McClain to get a hit at -125. So that's my thoughts on that. McClain, I think, has been underrated for the last month. So I'll back him. So
I love it.
There we go.
I'm into it.
All right. Moving on to your third prop on the show. What do you like?
Sorry, I'm live taking a NFL line that you and I are going to want.
Okay.
Do people want to hear about NFL in the middle of our show?
Oh, yes. Jermaine asked right here.
What's he saying?
Something about NFL prop show.
Sorry, prop show is going to be Thursday.
It's not going to be today because we're not going to have any lines on prop stuff. We have to wait.
Okay, so I got to. Okay, so no, it's not going to be today. But by the way, Dallas laying only 4.5 to this Giants team is fucking crazy.
With rest advantage.
Yeah, with rest advantage. And if CD doesn't make any of those drops, they win that game. Just take that. It's 4.5. Take it now, please.
Yeah.
It's 5 on Paul, but they'll blow him out.
I would keep fading the Giants as long as Russell Wilson's.
As long as not to get off topic, but even if they change quarterbacks, this isn't. What would this change to? It'd be Dart's first start.
No, but at least you'd get a certain amount of like uncertainty and maybe optimism.
Right. What I'm saying is under a touchdown for a home opener.
No,
yeah.
Oh no, the spread itself is still way too short. I'm just saying when it comes to fading the Giants, I'll put it this way: the Giants scoring less than 7 points in the game with Russ at quarterback was not surprising to me. I'll put it that way. I think we know what Russ is at this point in his career. But anyway, going back to baseball, what is your final player prop on the card?
Okay, my final prop on the card. I said Freeman. Get out Shota. All right. I like Quintana over 2.5 earned runs at +105. Rangers have been keeping our futures alive. By the way, the Rangers everybody should be betting Rangers to win the AL pennant like immediatly. Because
trust in the Bochy stupidity.
He just once he gets to the playoffs, he does it exactly the way you're supposed to do it.
Just trust in it. Just trust in it. Trust in the Bochy stupidity. It's fine.
Like Corey Seager's going to come back in a week. Like it's the team.
Well, that's the impressive part is that his appendix burst, and yet they've been winning anyway.
Everybody stinks on that team, and they've been. Do you know they have a +91 run differential, and they're like the worst hitting team in that whole gaggle.
Yeah, that's the funny part is that the Royals are like hanging around the run differentials negative, and it's like, well, this team's just a bunch of. It's just
both of those teams, by the way, inching towards win totals that you and I took them at too.
Yes, that is true.
All right. Anyway, Quintana over 2.5 earned runs. 5 straight lefties that the Rangers have faced have gotten killed. They're a little bit of them. They're kind of all over the place. But when I use my handy Quintana's not been good lately. He's been just getting kind of beaten around. He's on the road. He's been a little bit better, but his expected metrics are still bad. He doesn't strike guys out on a team that already doesn't strike out. Hard hit rate's 42%. His last 3 road starts. And this Rangers team, again, the top of the lineup, not really the bottom of the lineup, but the top of the lineup is 3 of the 4 guys are absolutely mashing left-handed pitching right now. So I like Quintana to get kind of bombed on. I think 2.5 earned runs over is the way that I would play this. Let me just look at him again. His outs line is 17.5, so he's going to stick around. Last 2 starts, 6, and then 3 to Philly. Lefties against the Rangers. Wentz gave up 8. Sale only had 1. We expect that kind of. Sale looks great for a guy who had like 3 months of rest. How funny is that, right?
Yeah, I watched Sale against the Phillies when I was in Parks, and oh my God, he looked really, really good. I mean, that was the game they ended up having the pitch off against Sanchez, and both guys were great. But Sale looked really good.
I think they just need to. Did we talk about this on Friday?
I think we did. Yeah.
All right. At Logan Allen gave up 4. JP Sears gave up 3. The guys are going over it in their last. And then if you look at the last few games, like Wentz, like Haldrup's good. Hauser gave up 4. This is kind of one that I want to do here. And also, let me just take one look at let's see, Quintana. I just want to see how many pitches he had last start. This is a really nice contrarian play too, because he hasn't given up a ton of runs. Pitches last start. He had 97 last start. So I like it a lot. So
all right, there you go. For my final prop, I'm going to go to a guy who was actually overachieving last episode. It was the only loss that I had. I went 2-1 last episode. I ended up taking a guy on the Nationals. I took Dalen. Did we get confirmation if it's pronounced Lily or if it's pronounced Lyle?
I do not know.
Okay, either way. So I'm going to say Lily. I'm going to look it up, though, because I actually like him as a player. But either way, I took his over half a single, and he had 2 triples. Whoops, my bad. Either way, point is he's been great recently. I'm going to go with his HRR in this matchup, -120, over 1.5. He's had at least 2 HRR in 14 of his last 20 games, at least 3 HRR in 6 straight, and Junk's off the IL, so he had an elbow issue, was on the 15-day.
What? Say his name again?
Jansen Junk.
Oh, Junk. I thought you were talking about Josh Young.
No, he doesn't pitch.
No, he does not.
Shout out to him for that one singles prop, though, that he hit for me like 2 months ago. But no, it's Jansen Junk, and he's off the IL. Before that, he was actually being pretty underwhelming. He has allowed at least 3 earned runs in 7 straight starts, and he's allowed at least 6 hits in, I believe, 6 of his last 7 starts. So Junk gives up contact, a lot of guys get on base, gives up a decent amount of runs, and he's off the IL. But you're looking at Lily, who's been very good. And the fact is, he's a guy who, if you look at the bottom of that Nationals order, he's been dangerous. I'm not saying this team's very good, but they have a couple of good young players, and he might be one of them. But I'll back him here at -120. Once again, 14 of the last 20 has gone over, and he's had at least 3 HRR in 6 straight. I like him, and I think Junk's a question mark. Give me Lily over 1.5 HRR as my final prop on the show. So, Adam, now it's time for the other fun part, the miscellaneous. Once again, if you're not familiar with the show, we used to give out double play props, DP props. They are officially out of commission at this point. They're sold last season. So now we are into the platonic prop section, which is basically just a random assortment of other props that Adam likes. So, Adam, what do you like as the random potpourri section for the props?
I like Lindor 2 hits. I think it's like 2 to 1. It's a bonk. That's a bonkers freaking price for Francisco Lindor, who's been, white hot is what they call it. That's not racist, guys. That's actually like what you would say. Let me take a look at this. Is Lindor on my he can hit a home run. He can do whatever he needs to do. But he is for him to have 2 hits. If you're on Hard Rock, it's +225. He had 3 hits against the Reds. He had 3 hits a week ago. Since he's the top of the lineup and he's the road team, you should probably sprinkle on the 3 hits, which is 10 to 1. We're absolutely taking that. But more importantly, I look at him against the Phillies. So 11 of 21 games, he's had 2 hits, but it's really 11 of 17 because the first 4 games he had against the Phillies in the beginning of this series, he didn't have 2 hits, but this is a crazy freaking price. So I'm going to take it's 225 on Hard Rock. If you have normal books, it's like +215. I took it overnight and it moved against me and I do not care.
It's just a matchup thing because he owns this team. He
really owns this team. He's like, it's just, He's got 35, but he's not as great against Nola. Fine. But this is just like you said. Yeah, he owns his team. Definitely sprinkle on the 3 hits too. So could be fun. I think we want his bases in the underdog.
That's fine. We'll get into the underdog in a second. Anything else you're tempted by? Either maybe first strikeout first plate appearance strikeout, stuff like that?
Let me look.
Because you mentioned a couple of potential options earlier, but I'm wondering if you wanted to flush any of those out.
I still see the odds aren't up on FanDuel, which is the best one.
Okay. So then I guess that could wait. I know you're going to tweet it out.
Hold on. Dylan Cruz might be a target. There's not a lot of good like whiff targets today. Let me I'm looking at my whiff boys. Dylan Cruz against Jansen Junk. No, I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to take him to strike out there. Marcell Ozuna against Shota. Shota doesn't really have put away stuff like that anymore. Mito against Simeon Woods Richardson. That's a pass. I saw someone in the match mentioning in the chat mentioning Berger. Daniel Shearman's is a not a bad one. What is he? He bats left. Let me just see. Against Ryan Berger. Ryan Berger stinks against lefties. So I don't know. There's not a lot of these guys. There's your boy Bryce Tedesco might be. He just stinks. Just in general.
I took him that one time, and he got a hit in his last at bat, and I'm still salty about it. But yes.
Jordan Walker's another one. Who's pitching for Brian Wu at home? I don't hate Jordan Walker.
He's been quite bad lately.
Except for he had a game-winning double the other night.
He had a double. Besides that, I'm saying it's been a pretty ugly stretch.
He's had a hit in every game, but you know what? I'll take Jordan Walker. I'll take Jordan Walker 2Ks plus 175.
All right, there you go.
Against Brian Wu.
Any dongs? Any home runs?
Let me look. Hold on. I'm just putting this in. Recheck location. Jordan Walker. Jordan Walker 2Ks. Okay. All right, let me look at it. You guys want somebody to home run? I called on my show. I called the Corbin Carroll 550 bomb the other day.
I can't believe it was 550.
That's what I said too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I was like, this is crazy price. All right, so let me see who is definitely. So we'll start with who's definitely hitting a home run tonight. Shea Langoliers. Well, no. Bangaliers might be hitting home run.
Crochet is more of a home run problem than people realize.
I think looks like Trevor Story might be hitting a home run tonight.
Okay.
Let's see.
I know you said Freeman before could be an option for.
I like Freeman a lot tonight. So what I look for these dudes that. Sorry, my watch is broken, which I have to go get fixed. But let's look at this. Trevor Story has been good too lately. Trevor Story. I think we might. Not really. Let me find a good target. You guys bear with me. Give me one more guy to look at. Barrel. I try to look at a lot of barrels and a low. So Byron Buxton left the game yesterday and got hurt, right?
I believe so. I thought about going for Buxton too, but then I saw something similar to that and I passed.
Tatis is against Lodolo. I don't want that. Corbin
Tatis
Carroll.
honestly hasn't really been. I know he's been a bit better lately, but the home runs have not been as good as people expect for Tatis this season.
I don't mind. I don't actually. I know we talked about it with Langoliers. Like, I don't. Oh, he's bad. He's leading off now. I didn't know that.
Sometimes he does. It varies.
Guys, he doesn't have a ton of barrels, but apparently he's projected to lead off. I don't hate. I mean, let's hit the prices on it. Langoliers. I was about to look him up as Bangaliers. I mean, he's priced to do it. I will. I'll take this. Yeah. You want one? Oh yeah. Let's do this. I know it's Garrett Crochet, and that's fine, but and Langoliers is too. Yeah. Let's do it. Just the price sucks. It's plus 375. Like, that's the thing. Home runs are bad value, guys. They're like consistently just bad value.
Some of it's also ballpark dependent, because even if you get a good pitcher objectively with Crochet, when you perform or play in a ballpark like that, you're always going to get some, I'd say, underwhelming-ish value when everyone knows that the A's ballpark is a crazy ballpark with a bunch of home runs. So
yeah, it's just like And then some of these guys just like aren't hitting the ball well at all. So it's sort of
you don't have to force it. I was just wondering if you
No, I mean I'm looking like Nate Eaton's hitting the ball really well, but like I don't want to take him to hit a home run. Matt McLean. Some of these guys only also have one barrel. Like, what do I want to do? What am I going to do with this?
I'm quickly seeing what the price is on Freeman because you mentioned him before.
Freeman's 4-1.
Yeah, okay. I see 375 now, but yeah, that's close enough.
Yeah, I would do Freeman. I like Freeman to hit one. I don't want Buxton because I think he's going to get taken out of the game. I like Freeman and I like Langoliers and I don't know. Like I don't know if Little does well. Oh, you know who's looks like he's doing well. Oh well, we could do this one. Okay, we got a blast from the past that I may bring in.
Okay.
Vinny P.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Vinny P may do it. Let's see. Unless he just hit one. Did he just hit one yesterday? Nope. Let me look at the mappings here. It's okay. Yeah, why not? I don't hate Vinny P. I don't hate Vinny. So here's what I'm gonna do. I like Vinny P, Freddie Freeman, Shane Langoliers.
There you go. I see Terry, by the way, mentioning Ellie as a joke. Fun fact, Ellie, since the month of July started, has one home run. Home run in about 2 months and change. So, yeah. Ellie's not the guy I would take for a home run anytime soon. Anyway, a point is, let's go wrap it up for the Platonic section. Time to move on into our best bets and underdog entry. Before we get into that, once again, those two sections, a reminder, they're brought to you by our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy, because you can check out the Pick'em for a chance to win 500 times your entry. So we pick higher or lower on your favorite player's stats. Available for a ton of sports. Check out, once again, the Pick'em entries for Underdog. And when you actually end up signing up for Underdog, use a new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds. Use the promo code MLB SGPN. We're also brought to you by Novig, America's #1 sports prediction market. Since Novig is an exchange, you know you're getting the best price available in the market. Novig's also available in 35 plus states. Download the Novig app, bet $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you use the promo code SGPN at Novig. Welcome back, everyone, to the MLB Gambling Podcast. Finished going through our props for the show on Monday. Time to move on into our best bets. Adam, what is your favorite prop out of the three that you talked about?
Probably, I think this Rangers team is rolling right now, so I think I want Quintana to get fucked up.
That was plus money when you sent that to me last night. So
it should still be.
Yep, there you go. For mine, it's really tough because I did like all the plays. Murphy, I like the price of plus 110. Lily's been very good. I'm not really that into junk right now. Junk has just not been very good recently. So I'll just go with the Murphy play. I like plus 110 too much. I like Imanaga. Murphy has a batting average below 200 against lefties this season. No hits in 16 of his last 20. I think it's a great price at plus 110. I'll give that out.
He freaking stinks. They cannot wait to like get rid of him.
Yeah, because they have another catcher that's younger and better at this point in their careers. But either way, give me Murphy, no hits, a plus 110 as my best bet for the show. Moving on, though, to the underdog entry. I know you mentioned Lindor bases before. Do you want to just use that, or have you changed your mind?
I like the Lindor bases a lot.
Okay, so that's our first option.
Let's do that.
And then we can go.
Did we win something?
What, the underdog?
Oh, we won on Friday.
Yeah.
No, we didn't get to tout that. Well, we did tout it. What a good win.
Once again, I let you do the touting on that because you have the actual screenshot.
Yeah, but I share the money with you. It's not.
No, you share the money. But
I have to do that tally, by the way. You owe me money.
You have the
or I owe you money. One of those two.
It's like $50. It's fine.
Is it really? Then we're rolling that.
Give or take, it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I think Lindor's basis price is bonkers. So
okay, we'll go with that.
I'll back you up with Murphy being terrible.
Okay.
And then let's see if there's we've been really good about guys that have been terrible.
Yep. So I mean that's my signature move in baseball.
Oh my god! I didn't even look at him on this list. He's terrible.
Wait, which guy?
Murphy. It just came
Murphy's
up on my. This is so bad.
I looked at Handigraphs last night. He's been terrible. So.
He's been awful. There Arias has been better. I want guys. He doesn't even have a good BABIP. He's been very bad.
I saw
That's
somebody
what you want,
mention
guys. You want guys with low BABIPs and also high strikeout rates.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't take Volpe because he doesn't play today, so we got to actually pick somebody else. But
you know what? We kind of capped it already, but you want to take you want to do Langoliers bases?
Either that, or we can go with another Ciccone fantasy score lower
against Crochet. I don't know.
That's against the Royals.
No, Ciccone's been better.
Okay. Do you want to go Crochet on the fantasy score? We can go with the lower on that.
He's been terrible.
The problem is potentially the strikeouts in that matchup, but he does give up home runs. It's a home run friendly park. I know the pitcher fantasy scores have been good to us, though. That's why I was wondering if you wanted to do something.
Well, what do you want? Do you want Langoliers? Let me look at what the lineup looks like.
Actually, you know what? Better idea. Since you mentioned Quintana, you want to do Quintana fantasy score lower? He's not going to strike out many guys anyway. Walk a couple guys.
That's a good way to fade him. Well, it's 25.5. I don't know. Is that low? Do people who play Underdog a lot? Is that a lot? Is that low?
I imagine that's not a lot, but his strikeouts are like 3.5. So I don't know if it actually matters. But
wait, because I mean, we're probably going to get really good value on the Crochet under though. So let me just see something. Crochet against a lineup. Against an A's lineup. Oh, they're terrible against lefties, man.
Yeah, that's why I don't know if we want to do it.
Literally the only guy who's hitting barely.
Actually, you know what? Make it easy. You want to do Freeman bases?
Yeah, or let's do Freeman
RBI.
Yeah, kind of. That's what I was going with it.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, he's such a team player. Let's do Freeman RBI. Okay. Also, Langoliers is still in play for me, but his BABIP's bad. Just if you're gonna play anything, just play his home run. I'm not. Okay. I don't want to get crazy. I hope I didn't bet this accidentally. Yeah, I'm not. I've cooled a little bit on Langoliers. All right. Francisco Lindor higher 1.5 total bases. Sean Murphy lower 0.5 total bases. Freddie Murphy higher 0.5 RBIs. Freddie Freeman. 7.27 multiplier, which we know means nothing.
Yep.
So we're gonna take that for us.
Okay, there we go. Anyway, that's
we got to recap. We should recap. We got to recap because we were asked to recap our plays.
That's right. Somebody asked us on Twitter to recap all of our plays before we wrap up the show, so I'll do that now. My plays, my best bet is Sean Murphy under half a hit at +110. Matt McClain over half a hit at -125. And I have Dalen Lilly over 1.5 HRR at -120. What are your props?
I have Shota over 17.5 outs. Quintana over 2.5 earned runs. That's my best bet. Freddie Freeman over 1.5 total bases. I also have these are basically plays that if they hit, I will pretend that I counted it. Lindor 2 hits. And Vinny Pasquantino bases and home run. If any of those 3 hit, great. If they don't hit, then I never gave them out. Yeah,
it's fine. It's how it works. It's how the Twitter sphere works. Anyway, we're back once again for the prop show on Wednesday. I'll be back later on today to get into the game previews for Tuesday. Till next time, find me on Twitter, Rich Radio. Find him on Twitter at Hey Rosenberg. Also, check out the Propcast on YouTube and on Twitter because we're going to be doing an NFL Week 2 episode there in a couple days for props. Till next time, good luck to all of you and all of your bets. Bye, everyone.